In this video, I will review Project Lab 9, Hypothesis Testing. So, in a recent survey, it was stated that Americans watch television on average 4 hours per day. You need to use your class as a sample and conduct a hypothesis test to determine if the average for students at your school is actually lower. And we assume that the standard deviation of the population is known. So, first part is to show you data, and I'm using a data that I had from one of my classes where n was equal to 15 and x bar equals to 1.4. You also need to write down your data. I don't have the numbers here. Okay, now let's conduct the hypothesis test. So first I want to start with discussing the original claim and the opposite claim. So we want to determine if the average for students at your school is lower, right? So the keyword here is lower. So the average mu, lower means less than 4. So the opposite claim then will be mu greater than or equal than 4. Now, H0 always must have equality, so mu equals to 4 is our null hypothesis, the one that we are going to test directly. Now the alternative hypothesis is going to be one of the original or opposite claim, the one that does not contain equality. So the original claim becomes the alternative hypothesis, which is a very good thing. Inverse define the random variable. So the random variable we're working with is x bar. And this is the average time per day, 15 students from the population, so from our school, taking it from Baker College, watch TV. Now we need to determine the distribution for the test. So we know sigma, right? So sigma is known, which means that we will be using normal distribution. And for parameters, we'll use mean from H0, mu equals to 4, and the standard deviation sigma divided by the square root of n. So since we're using normal distribution, the test statistic must be z, which is x bar minus mu over sigma over square root of n. So x bar in my case is 1.4, mu is equal to 4, and this mu is coming from H0. Sigma is 2 and square root of 15. Okay, so let me calculate it real quick. The calculator shows negative 5.03. Well, at this point, I'm pretty sure that I'm going to reject H0, right? So this z-score is really small. But before I do that, I need to draw a curve. That is a normal curve. I'm going to just put z-scores on the scale. So, and this is, and now I need to look back at HA and determine what type of test I have. So, HA is mu less than 4, which means that I have the left tail test. Okay. So this is negative 5.03, and I just need to find the probability, right, the p-value. So, p-value. So I have a left side test, right? So to find p-value, I need to find the probability that z is below negative 5.03, right? Below because I have left tailed situation. So using the table, I'll find it to be 0.0001. So it's almost impossible that our data works fine with our H0, which means that we reject H0 because this number here is less than alpha. Well, we never choose alpha, but let it be just 5%, standard alpha. But we reject H0, this is important. And now we are ready to state the final conclusion. Since our original hypothesis didn't have equality, then we can state that we have enough evidence or sufficient evidence to support the claim that, and then just type in that average number of hours that students watch television in your school is below 4. Alright, please let me know if you have any questions.